Did you want to see who was here and do this? South Australia, red and black shirts. I'll just read the team lists. You can give them.
Hello, welcome to game 26. Today we've got Queensland B, the white team, versus Victoria, who are black this game. Right, and we're off for the strike. We do apologise, there's a bit of a blind spot in the middle of the pool, but we are trying to fix that at the moment. Right, nice strike from Queensland B. Victoria putting the pressure on it up the wall. Both teams are just sort of rotating it up the wall at the moment.
We're very excited for this game. We're very familiar with the New South Wales team. We're staying the same.
Alright, Victoria making some nice ground up that wall. It looks like Queensland has switched it off that wall to the far side. Yeah, we've got Queensland making a really nice drive across the pool. Queensland with some really nice numbers working it up that far side wall. Victoria's definitely got some numbers down, working hard in defence as well. Nice work from both teams at the moment. Really recycling the puck, keeping it safe on the wall. Victoria, beautiful swim up the wall from the Victorians. Right, Queensland's working hard to get their positioning back, getting back in defence. And a beautiful swim, Jet Ryder with a nice little breakout there, passing it over to Marianne. And a nice switch across the pool for the Queenslanders. Victorians switch the play. Queensland defence. Jet Ryder, nice steal, taking it out to the safety of the wall. Right, the play's in our blind spot at the moment. Right, Queensland players setting up in defence. Okay, and looks like Victoria's switching it across the pool. Queensland making some nice ground. Alright, our cameras are just cut out for a moment. Hopefully they'll be back. Yeah, but Queensland working it nice and hard up into Victoria's end. Both teams working really hard in that wall game. Alright, apologies if the camera's cut out at the moment. Right, Queensland is... What happened? Did Queensland just score? Alright, so it's Victorian advantage puck. The Victorian fullback taking a nice quick advantage puck. Queensland's got some good numbers down to defend that and take it out to the side into their safe zone. Alright, it's a tight game so far. Both teams working really hard with some really nice numbers down. Victorians getting it up nice and close to the Queensland end. But Queensland just managing to clear that, get some numbers along the wall and working hard to get out of their danger zone. All right, so there's been an advantage. And it looks like it's against Victoria, so Queensland advantage puck up in the Victorian end of the pool. Oh my God. So we are still having camera issues. I apologise about that. Right, Queensland take it. But some nice pressure that Vic put on the Queenslanders, just managing to get it out of that zone. And a beautiful swim out from the Victorians. I don't think this camera's streaming over to there. Where's the tech? Alright, our cameras are fully just cutting out at the moment, but hopefully we can get them back up for you in a moment. Alright. So you can't see at the moment because the cameras aren't working, but Queensland is down in the Victorian end, but Victoria's just cycling it along that wall, working really hard, their backline to get it out of there. Hopefully. Alright. It's like Queenslanders are moving back for some defence. Yeah, Victoria's making some nice ground up them walls. Got the numbers down, working really hard as a team. So it looks like Queensland's getting pushed back, so we've got a Victorian advantage puck down in the Queensland end. Hopefully they can make the most of this opportunity. Alright, Queensland, some nice numbers down. Alright, Victoria, beautiful work from the centre. Okay, we've got a bit of a tussle in the middle. It's not looking good for Queensland, but they've managed to clear it. Queensland just slowly working it up. Again, really tight game so far. It's 0-0. Got 8 minutes and 30 seconds left. Thank you to Peter, who's outside on the pool deck. Alright, so Vic's starting to push up to the Queensland end of the pool now. Just using that far ball to their advantage. They've got some great numbers, some great drives happening as a team. But Queensland is really getting the numbers behind that puck defending. Yeah, you can see when the Queensland team defending, it's not just one person trying to stop that. There's multiple, so they're all working really hard as a team, which is great to see. All right, we've got a nice drive from two of the Victorians now. She's got a very nice open swim to the goal. And Cruz, a little under 15 weapon in the Queensland team. Beautiful work, passes it off to his brother Jet. And they're making a beautiful drive from Queensland. That was some awesome defence from Cruz. All right, Victorians have managed to switch the play around and they're making some nice ground up that far wall. This is a very intense game. Both teams would be absolutely buggered. All right, Queensland is swimming into the trade. The camera is not working for you guys. But it looks like it was a goal, and we'll just wait for the refs to confirm that. That was a goal for Jet Ryder. Yep, both teams swapping out, getting some subs, some fresh legs in. Congrats, Jet, on your goal. So that takes the score to 1-0 to the Queensland side. That was an absolutely beautiful drive from taking it right from their tray. Cruz Ryder doing that nice clear, passing it to Jet, and then just a big drive from the team into the tray. That was beautiful hockey. So we've got a timeout to the white team. Coach Anton's coming in for a few wise words to his team. Give them a nice little breather for a minute as well, because I can imagine this is a very, very tough game. Yeah. All right, so I'll run you through the team list. So for Victoria, the black team, we've got Devlin Rowe, William Steen, Caden Milners, Ethan Milners, Daniel Pearce, Sarah Jordans, Jack Ryan, Felix O'Shaughnessy, Lacey Phillips, Oscar Hattie, Lockie Thorburn. That's for the Vic team. And on the Queensland team, we've got Cruz Ryder, Xavier Hiller, Jet Ryder, Josh McDermott, Jet Bully, Linda Kaiser, Marianne Vanderweer, Michael Rowers, Ned Sale, Oliver Parnaby. And that is the teams. All right, timeout's about to end and they're about to take off for the next strike. All right, we've got 6 minutes left on the clock. 1-0 to the Queensland. Thank you, Peter, for updating us. All right, so we only have one camera working at the moment, unfortunately. But the tech team's doing the best they can to get that sorted. Hopefully for the end of this game or for the next game. All right, so Victoria making a really nice drive up that far wall. Got some beautiful numbers pushing from behind, nice rotation up the wall. But Queensland has got some really nice numbers stacked up on that wall as well, doing an awesome job to just stop that momentum from Vic. All right, that was very risky. The Queensland players pass it out to the middle of the pool in front of the tray, and a Victorian has just made the most of that opportunity. And it looks like the Victorians have jammed that in. Congratulations to Victoria, that you definitely made the most of that stuff up from the Queensland team. That was a really well done goal. So as you can tell by now, very dangerous area in the pool is right in front of that goal tray and in the middle of the pool. So for the Queenslander to bring it and especially flick it in that area was very, very risky, and unfortunately it did lead to a goal. But fortunately for the Victorians, now it is 1-1, so congratulations to both teams so far. Right, they're off for another strike. Right, the goal from Victoria was number 88. Let me try and find who that is for you. Alright, so it looks like there's been a ref call. Again, it's out of our scope of view at the moment, but it looks like it is for Queensland. So the Queenslanders are setting up to take an advantage puck down in the Victorians' third, so they might be able to capitalise on this. Alright, so number 88 for Victoria, Devlin Rowe, was who scored that last goal. I think when we put on that one, it doesn't even show Germany. So I don't think it's even worth putting it on. Oh. Yeah. Go. All right, so the Queenslanders are pushing up hard into that Victorian third. Vic's got some really nice numbers in their back line, cycling through, taking that puck to safety. So the Queensland This is a Queensland B team, which is a development team from Queensland, and just they are doing an incredible. They're having an awesome comp so far. You know, they've gone in with a really open mindset, and I think you can tell they're playing awesome as a team together, and they're absolutely bringing it to VIC, which is great. Beautiful, beautiful drive from Victoria. They've got some beautiful numbers and they're bringing it right into Queensland's danger zone. But Jet Rider just managing to clear that, and then the Victorian, beautiful steal. We have got some awesome numbers. That was Michael clearing it out to the side from Queensland, and there has been a ref call. Oh. No, there has not been a ref call. Everyone just stopped at the wrong buzzer. But Queensland's back on it, making a nice drive. Right, Victoria putting some really nice pressure on that wall. And we have got a penalty, and I think it is for Queensland. So Queensland's halfback Michael is taking that penalty up the wall. Queensland players are setting up. And Queensland has switched it over to the wall. So Victoria, a nice screen there, not letting Queensland make much ground. Both teams are working super hard. There is about 2 minutes left on the clock, so both teams will get a rest for halftime soon. Some really nice drives from Victoria. They're taking it right to Queensland's danger zone. We've got Queensland's last man has just been taken out, and Victoria double team on the final Queenslander. That was an absolutely incredible goal from Victoria. Well done, guys. They put a lot of pressure on the Queenslanders to get back in time, and they just couldn't make it. But they'll learn from that, and hopefully they won't make that mistake again. So that takes the score to 2-1 to Black, the Victorian team. Very, very close game. So Victoria does have some really experienced players who played for Australia at the last World Championships over in Malaysia. So you can definitely see the experience starting to come through now, and potentially the fitness as the Queensland team just seems to, they're starting to tire a little bit, and they're not as sharp as they were when they first started, but I can imagine once Coach Anton has a chat to them, they'll be back on track. Victoria coming out really strong, so it's going to be a very close game. We've got 15 more minutes last half. All right, so for that last goal from Victoria was number 9. Let me find that. Number 9 from Victoria, Caden Milner's the captain. So Caden is one of the players who represented Australia at the World Champs last year. So well done, Caden. Beautiful, beautiful goal. All right, so we are just trying to get some cameras fixed up at the moment. So we'll go sort that out, and I'll be back after halftime. All right, both teams have had a nice little rest during half time. I just want to check that you guys can hear me all right with the commentating, that there's not much static or background noise. So if anyone would be able to just type in the chat if it's all good. Cameras might be lagging slightly as well, so I'm not sure if the commentating is a little bit different to what's actually happening in the game. So yeah, if someone can just let me know in the comments, that would be great. Thank you. All right, second half and they're off. Beautiful strike from Victoria. Down nice and flat, middle of the pool. But Queensland has made the most of that and made a beautiful drive up through the pool. All right, we've just lost our cameras for a moment. But Victorians shutting that down really nicely, taking it to the wall, taking it to their safe zone. All right, but both teams with some great numbers. All right, both teams just battling it out on the wall. Both teams not making much ground, just really strong battle. But Queensland has started to make some ground. And Jet Rider's swimming to the pool, and we've just lost the cameras. But it looks like it's a goal from Queensland. Absolutely incredible work. So we'll just check what the refs have to say. But it looks like it's a goal from Queensland, so that takes it to 2-2. All right. We've just lost our cameras for a moment, but hope they should come back on. So that was an awesome goal from Queensland. They come out really hot and firing after that half time. I can imagine they got a very good pep talk from Anton. But that's exactly what the Queenslanders needed to just get their heads up, lift their spirits, and get a nice goal in the first couple of minutes. So that was another goal to Jet Rider. Well done, Jetty. Right, so they're off again. Just having a bit of contest in the middle of the pool off that strike. And the Victorians sending it, trying to turn that Queensland back line, put a bit of pressure on their backs. They're doing well at that. So Vic's got some numbers, really, really putting pressure on them Queenslanders in their third. The Queensland's not giving up. They've got a lot of numbers down. Taking it to the safety of their wall. And just slowly but steadily driving it up that wall. All right, but Victoria has a straight, empty swim to the goal tray. Absolutely well done, Vic. So I'm not sure if you guys could see if the camera's working, but Queensland's defence in that goal tray just broke down. A half or a fullback got out of position there, unfortunately. And that just left for a clean swim for the Vic straight into the tray. But well done for Victoria for really taking advantage of that and capitalising on that mistake by Queensland. All right, so that takes the score now to 3-2 to Victoria. So in the first 4 or so minutes, both teams have scored a goal, so looks like this second half's going to be pretty challenging. All right, so that was Vice-Captain Lacey Phillips, who just scored that last goal for Vic. Good job, Lacey. All right, all of our cameras have cut out at the moment, so we can't see a thing. It's the start of day 2, so all of the tech people working very hard just to try and nut out these final issues with the streaming. Yeah. Well, there's no cameras. Right, we have nothing on our screens at the moment. So let me know in the comments if you guys can see anything, because we can't. All right, we've just got some camera back now for 1 second. All right, we do really apologise for this inconvenience. Sorry, everyone. All right, but thank you, Peter. We've got a bit of a contest in the middle of the court, and Queensland's pushing up to Vic's goal. All right, we're just trying to sort out some technical issues, but I'll be back with you guys as soon as they're fixed. All right, so Queensland has an advantage puck in the Victorian tray, so we'll see if they can capitalise on this. It's a great opportunity for them if they can get some numbers down, get a big drive and a nice push. But Victoria is really strong pushing out, and they've cleared it to the side. And Queensland has got another penalty, so it's possible that the Victorians were breaking. All right, Victorians are really tight on that wall now. Queensland fullback Josh McDermott taking that puck straight into the pack. Nice flick. And the Victorians have cleared it out to the side. It's exactly what they wanted to do. They did that awesomely. All right, so Queensland is really pushing up hard into that Victorian tray. It'll just be a matter of if that Victorian backline breaks down and the Queensland forwards manage to put that in. All right, we have got another penalty. And it looks like it is against Queensland, this one. So Victorian players have a really nice opportunity to just take a little bit of pressure off their defence and hopefully get some attack. All right, Victorian fullback taking that advantage puck. Victoria's got some nice numbers in front of that puck. And as you can see, their last player just on the surface there, waiting for anything to kind of spill out off the wall if their team gets in a bit of trouble. All right, and it looks like Queensland has switched it across the court. All right. So it looks like there has been a ref call. It looks like it's a disadvantage to Queensland. So Victorian advantage in the Queensland's third. So they're going to have to work hard to clear that. Do we have some nice numbers down from Queensland though? All right. And is that wow, Jet Ryder. He took that from his tray and just swam that nearly the whole pool into the tray. That was beautiful work from Jet. Beautiful little intercept from their advantage puck. He really turned that play around. So now that means the score is 3-all. Super duper close game. Not too sure how much is left of this game, but we'll find out very soon. So that's another goal to Jet. So the 3 goals from this Queensland team have been all scored by Jet. Well done, Jetty. I've got Jet's mum here. Are you proud, Jet?
So proud.
Oh, that's good. All right. So it looks like Queensland's got another defensive puck in their third. Queensland backline set up really nicely on that diagonal line. Just setting up to defend that advantage puck. So it looks like it's actually swapped around, and Queensland advantage. So against Victoria, Queensland's got some nice numbers down. The Victorian players taking it to their safety. That was a beautiful screen from the Queenslanders, forcing them Victorians to go backwards. All right, so there was no goal actually called for that last one from Jet Ryder. There was a penalty against Queensland. So there was actually a penalty against Victoria. So their number 9 is in the sin bin, which is Caden, their captain. But we'll have to confirm if that was a goal from Queensland or not. All right, so both teams working really hard up on that far wall. All right, so it is still 2-3 to Victoria. That last goal mustn't have been counted, but there is a Victorian in the sin bin. Right, Queensland making a nice push. Got some nice numbers down. Will they drive it into the tray? All right, Queensland has got some numbers, but it looks like Victoria's just managed to clear that. But Queensland is not giving up. Lots of numbers, lots of legs kicking down there. There has been a ref call, so we'll see if that was a goal. Sounds like a goal, so Queensland's heading back to their side. That was beautiful hockey from the Queenslanders, really working hard as a team, really pushing up into that tray. That's exactly what you need, that phase 3 hockey. So Queensland, well done on that goal. Takes it to 3-all. All right, so sounds like there's been a timeout. Yep, so it's 3-all. Coaches are coming in now to have a word with the team. It's been a super close game so far, so I can only imagine how buggered the players are. They're doing awesome.
I'll use the binoculars.
Oh, thank you. So we've got a little bit left of that timeout.
19, 18, and it's 3-all.
No, that's of the timeout. Oh. So we've got 20 seconds left of the timeout.
Oh, yep. No, I don't actually.
All right.
It just got knocked before it went to the surface.
Everyone's getting ready for the strike. All right, Victoria with another awesome strike.
Yeah, one was pointing at the ceiling.
All right. Got Queensland with possession, taking it over to that closer wall. Victoria, really nice numbers down, stopping that attack. But Queensland, some beautiful numbers. We've got Cruz Ryder with an awesome drive. Marianne supporting, and we've got Jet Ryder coming through. Look at this teamwork from Queensland. That's absolutely textbook. All right, Marianne, a bit of a weak position there. So the Victorians managed to swim through. We've got Ned Sales stopping that momentum on the wall. Right, Victoria does have some nice momentum up this close wall now. But Queensland looks like they're switching it out into the middle. So Queensland and Victoria, really nice drive up to the Queensland tray. All right, so on the far wall, we've got Queensland and Vic battling it out. Both teams rotating nicely along the wall. All right, so there's about 4.5 minutes left. It's 3-all, so we'll see if both teams can either score a goal or hold each other out. So we've got some contest on the far wall. And it looks like the Queenslanders have a nice drive. We've got Jet Ryder making a beautiful swim, but and Oliver Parnaby, nice flick to the middle to Cruz Ryder, and Jet Ryder just coming through on that 45. But the Victorians have done an awesome job to clear that out, flick that up to their player, and now they're making an awesome drive up the wall. All right, but Queensland's flick that around, and we've got a swim into the tray. Can the Queenslands double team it? All right. So the Queenslands did get that in the tray, but we'll see what the refs have to say. The support and the drives from both teams is just incredible. So it doesn't look like that was a goal. The Queenslanders aren't going back to their end. There may be a ref timeout. Right, Queensland's getting some fresh legs in. That was some incredible attack from Queensland. We had Oliver Parnaby making some awesome drives, Jet Rider, Cruise Rider right behind them to support and keep that momentum and speed going. But Victoria had the numbers, had the speed, had the strength, and just cleared that tray. So we do have a ref timeout at the moment. The refs are all discussing what the next call will be. Potentially it could be a penalty goal or a no goal. So thankfully they're taking some time to deliberate that. Make a fair call to both teams. Right, I'll let you know when we know what's going on. All right. Refs, looks like they've made a call. Oh. So the ref's just having a chat to the Victorian team, maybe explaining why that call was made. We're still not quite sure what the call was.
Yep, still conferring.
Yep. Looks like Coach Anton is in the water, so he must have called a timeout on the back of that ref timeout. So we'll find out soon what that call was. Potentially there is still a ref's timeout, so it will be very interesting what this call is. It's taken a lot of time to come to this conclusion. Right, Vic's getting some subs in, some fresh legs. And the play has begun. We have no idea what the call was, but play has begun. Looked like it was Victoria's advantage, but Queensland just holding it nice and tight on that wall, keeping it safe. And Victoria has a drive with some huge numbers down the middle, but Queensland has just managed to flip that out, send it to the far wall. All right, nice work from the Queenslanders turning it around, but Victoria just curled that into the middle. Right, but we do have some nice numbers from Queensland, just slowly making some meters, taking it to that wall. But Victoria's putting some real pressure on their players with some awesome numbers and some fast drives coming through the middle. All right, Queensland's starting to make a little bit of ground up through the edge of the pool. We've got a nice swim. Victoria backline just cleaned that up. Well done, Vic. So a lot of pressure at the moment on Queensland's backline. You can just see them rotating. And we've got to swim to the tray. All right, Queensland really needs to get some numbers behind that puck. But they've managed to get it to the wall, get it to some safety for now. But Victoria is not going to stop trying to bring that out into the middle, into the tray. So there's a minute and a half left. And looks like Vic is going for the goal. Well done, Vic. That was just what they needed. So now the score will be... All right, we'll confirm the score with you in one moment. Sorry, yeah, the penalty was against Queensland before that the refs was talking. Done, Vic, that's what they needed. And now about Queensland for a minute and a half. Right, Queensland with a nice push. Nice drive, nice but the zone is too strong and just screaming out to the side. What Vic needed. So we see if Queensland numbers and bring that out to the middle. So the score now is 4-2. 30 seconds on the clock. It looks like there's been a red ball. So this will be Queensland's last opportunity to try and score. Alright, and that is game over. Well done, Vic. Absolutely great push at the end. So 4 to Victoria and 3 to Queensland. That's a very close game. And next game in this court, we've got Western Australia versus the Queensland A under-19 team. So this will be a very interesting and very close game. Very excited to watch.